Greta Thunberg, a Swedish environmental activist born on January 3, 2003 in Stockholm, has become one of the most recognized and influential voices in the global climate movement. Despite her young age, she has sparked a worldwide conversation about climate change, demanding urgent action from world leaders and inspiring millions to join her cause. Greta's story is one of resilience, courage, and an unshakable commitment to fighting for the planet. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to like and share for more interesting stories. Stay tuned for some amazing content coming your way. Greta's journey began at the age of 8 when she first learned about climate change in school. Unlike many of her peers, Greta was deeply disturbed by the inaction of governments and individuals in addressing this growing crisis. The more she learned about rising global temperatures, melting ice caps, and the devastating impacts of carbon emissions, the more it affected her emotionally. By the age of 11, Greta had become severely depressed, grappling with the enormity of the environmental crisis and feeling powerless to do anything about it. Diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, and selective mutism, Greta initially saw these conditions as challenges, but later embraced them as strengths. She refers to her Asperger's as her superpower because it allows her to see the world differently, with a focus and determination that has fueled her activism. In August 2018, at the age of 15, Greta decided to take bold action. Instead of attending school, she began sitting outside the Swedish parliament every Friday with a simple sign that read "Skolstrejk för klimatet", School Strike for Climate. Her goal was to demand that the Swedish government take stronger action to meet its climate targets under the Paris Agreement. What started as a solitary protest quickly gained attention. Greta's straightforward message and her unwavering commitment to the cause resonated with students and environmentalists around the world. Within months, she had sparked the global movement known as Fridays for Future, inspiring students across the globe to strike from school every Friday to protest the lack of climate action. By December 2018, Greta was invited to speak at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP24, in Poland. There, she delivered a powerful speech that captured global attention. She accused world leaders of failing future generations, saying, "You are not mature enough to tell it like it is. Even that burden you leave to us children." Greta's activism rapidly gained momentum. In 2019, she was invited to speak at several high-profile events, including the World Economic Forum in Davos and the European Parliament. Her speeches were often characterized by blunt, unapologetic language, holding politicians and corporations accountable for their role in the climate crisis. Her most famous speech came in September 2019 at the UN Climate Action Summit in New York. In a fiery address, Greta declared, "How dare you?" as she chastised world leaders for ignoring the science of climate change and failing to act with urgency. That same year, Greta made headlines by crossing the Atlantic Ocean in a zero-emission yacht to attend the UN summit, refusing to fly due to the high carbon footprint of air travel. This bold move further emphasized her commitment to living by the principles she advocates for. Her efforts have inspired millions of people worldwide, especially young activists, to push for climate justice. By 2020, the Fridays for Future movement had spread to over 150 countries, with millions of students and supporters participating in climate strikes. Despite her global acclaim, Greta has faced criticism from political figures and climate change deniers who have dismissed her activism as naive or misguided. Some have questioned her age and emotional intensity, while others have mocked her for her passionate speeches. However, Greta has remained undeterred by the criticism, responding with facts, science, and a commitment to staying true to her message. She has repeatedly stated that the focus should be on climate change, not on her. Greta Thunberg's impact on the global climate movement is undeniable. She has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize multiple times and has been recognized with numerous awards, including Time magazine's Person of the Year in 2019, making her the youngest person ever to receive the honor. Her influence has reshaped how young people engage in activism, proving that age is no barrier to making a difference. Greta's story continues to evolve as she fights for the future of the planet. Her message is simple but powerful. Humanity must act now to avoid irreversible damage to the Earth. By mobilizing young people and raising awareness on a global scale, Greta has shown the world that a single voice, no matter how young, can ignite a movement. Her activism serves as a reminder that the climate crisis is the most pressing issue of our time, and it is young leaders like Greta who are driving the call for change. Thank you for watching Story Today. Please like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories.